Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We are out here at Hemet Model Masters for the first day of the Scale Masters Championship event. So we have our first airplane up and flying right now. So this is my first time at Scale Masters, pretty lightly attended this year. They are missing some people that were supposed to be here today, so maybe tomorrow we'll get more people show up. But we got the Bearcat and the open class, which is a introductory type class, and then we have the T-38 in advanced. Jeff Levitt's out here with his gorgeous T-33, and we'll get some close-up shots of that later on and some video of it flying. But yeah, we're out here with the T-38. Had to do a bunch of stuff right before the event to get it ready to go, and mostly just cosmetic stuff. But anyways, it's a beautiful morning, so we're waiting our turn here. We're going to be first up with the Bearcat. Did a practice flight this morning with a T-38. I haven't been to this field since I was 16, so anyways, we're excited to be here. It's a learning experience for Bentley and I both, so I'm sure we'll be humbled quickly by this experience. But anyways, yeah, we're going to come back in a little bit with some flight footage of some airplanes flying. Alright, so you can see it's pretty easy to get into scale competition flying. Paul's going to fly his 2-meter E-flite T-28. So you don't need anything too extravagant or crazy to come out here and compete and learn how to fly scale and learn how to compete. And we definitely need more people to come out and experience this type of thing. Numbers are getting fewer over the years, but we're still getting crazy high quality stuff like Jeff's T-33 shows and stuff like this. So it doesn't take much to get started and get involved, so definitely don't be afraid to try out for one of these types of events in the future if it's something you're interested in doing. I've been wanting to do it for a super long time. Kind of always just assumed you had to be like, you know, on some crazy level to compete, but you can start at the bottom like most of these guys did, and you can come out here with a J3 Cub. You don't have to have anything too crazy. So anyways, just getting ready to fly here pretty soon with the Bearcat. So it's a beautiful morning so far, but sure could use a little bit of headwind. Jeff Levitt's gorgeous T-33. This is an old JMP model that you don't really see too many of these around. And I believe he was last year's champion for expert class, so he's been competing for a while, and this airplane is definitely competition level model. It's absolutely stunning. Let's see how he does it. Alright guys, so we're still at day one here at Scale Masters. Competition has resumed after lunch, so I got my first flights on the Bearcat and the T-38. Unfortunately, we had a bit of a mishap with the old Bearcat. One of the airlines blew off the retract unit and I lost all the air. Of course, didn't know that until I came in to land. And I had to belly land it. And honestly, the prop took the brunt of it. Scraped the belly up. And I had to fix one of the gear door hinges. But aside from that, it's okay. We're going to have round 2 here pretty soon. T-38 did pretty good. I had to fly from the far station down there, which is really far from the end of the runway, and my landing and touch and go weren't the greatest, but I got pretty decent scores. This is the Bearcat right here, so this is the score list. So pretty good. T-38's also pretty good. So first round, I wasn't super happy with the figure 8 or my touch and go. Landing was a little rough, but not bad. So we got a breeze now, which is great for the Bearcat because it definitely needs it on landing. It makes it a whole lot easier to manage. But anyways, yeah, let's get out there for round 2. Alright guys, so we're out here at the field. So first day competition's over. We got 2 rounds in. Rounds went great for the T-38. Like I mentioned earlier, she's flying. Like I mentioned earlier, Bearcat had issues. I lost airline blew off of it, so had to belly land it. But the second round after we fixed it went pretty well, aside from having to use my higher pitch prop, which I didn't really want to, but it's a little too fast for scale. But anyways, we're done flying competition for the day, so I thought I'd get a practice run over T-38 and I'll do my routine one more time. We had issues flying from this position and getting my landing at the right spot. So we'll go ahead and, even though it's not the spot I would like to fly in for landing, I'm going to stay here and practice from this spot anyways. The wind is kind of all over the place right now. Yeah, so far first day went pretty well. Score is pretty dang good for my first time out. Pretty happy with the scoring on flight scores. So static. Set the brakes. This will be takeoff. Start the timer here. Hot flower on the brakes. Load the nose gear up. Get the check the motors and off and on here. Let's screen take off. On the center line. So one of the things I'm having to practicing with it is the figure 8 is different than how I practice it back in the home field. So I'll give you guys an example of what they want to see. The figure 8. So you have to turn 90 degrees to the runway, not 45 like I was doing before. Right on the front, roll out. Because now I have a headwind, it kind of changes how the whole thing works out. Earlier this morning it was dead calm, so it was a lot easier to manage the size of the figure 8. Now I got tailwind, I got headwind, driver out was a little bit off to the right when I turned it the second time. And it wasn't too bad, but I could probably get marked out for that. So you want to keep the size of the circles the same size and kind of end up where you started essentially.
Remaining 6 minutes.
The whole idea when you do a loop competition circuit or even in general is that you want to start and stop the loop at the same spot. Both lengthwise in one way and also distance from you as well, and direction. So sometimes it's easy to get off centerline. You're not pulling out of the runway, in other words. More and more of a loop, so. So you also need to put the airplane in the box where the judges can see it. So you don't want to be too far, but you also don't want to be too close. A little flatter than I would normally do. It's kind of low.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
I didn't fix up so that was a flatter competition. Just nice scale. Mostly just kind of having fun right now, practicing some different stuff. It flies so well, it's kind of like
should incorporate a dairy turn.
yeah, I don't know.
Part of the thrilling to the audience and the judges go, what did you just do?
I do it sometimes. You gotta be pulling a lot of speed with this one to kind of make it look good there.
Cole did with the FR4 here, like 10 years ago.
I'll do a little pass and then I'll do a touch and go first time. GP60 here.
Most of it. Landing's fun too, but it's much more bumpy. I'm gonna put this synapse to work here. Alright, good curves, speed brakes, sounds just like a real T-38 in the paddle. If you ever watch a T-38 game touch and goes, which we see in the combo at work all the time, it sounds just like that. Real T-38's got baby little motors in it, so it sounds very different from an F-16 or an F-15.
20 seconds.
Just crabbing coming in there. Definitely an odd position to stand. Landing from the right because it's so sharp and low. Typically, I like to stand slightly. It's not quite at the end of the runway, but as close as I can get. It makes it easier to manage on a flying wing. This isn't too bad, but this is not a very long runway. It's 500 feet, so. It's kind of nice having those cones out there, actually, because you can kind of just line the airplane up coming right down those cones on final. We do have some crosswind though. See the airplane crabbing pretty good right there. I got it to keep it straight. Crosswind. Really synchronized. That's the only one I want. Okay. Along the softer speed because we're going in with the wind. Yes. Just about 900 feet of altitude on that ridge now. Possibly flying the Bearcat if this wind starts coming more down the runway. But anyway, so if you guys liked it, we'll see you next one.